Hi guys, it's Danny. Alrighty, so because in my balcony tours, many times I do not catch the orchids that I have in full bloom, some flowers really don't last that long, I decided to start a new series of videos. Once a month, I will make a video of all the orchids that have been in full bloom during that month and probably escaped the balcony tour. So we'll start off with June 2015. Now, the most wonderful orchid, or one of the most wonderful orchids in June 2015 was certainly the Encyclia cordillera orchid. Beautiful, fragrant orchid. The smell is fantastic, and I'll do something else. On the screen right here, you will find the video, the presentation video for this orchid to learn more. Also, I will share with you the identification page on Orchid Nature because that has pictures and other details regarding this orchid, including the growth pattern. So for each orchid that I will present in my What's in Bloom video, I will add on the corners of the screen the two links that you can click and visit and learn more about the orchid. So okay, this has been the wonderful Encyclia cordillera. I will try to give you a close-up. I'm not sure about the variety because there is some variation in the species, but it is a wonderful fragrant orchid to have in any fragrant collection. Definitely a showstopper has been the wonderful Phalaenopsis bellina, which made me fall in love with Phalaenopsis orchids. She's just so wonderful and fragrant, so if you missed the video in which I present her, do check it out. Also, I have an identification sheet for this girl. It is just one of those orchids that every collection should have, and Jackie's really amused at this point. So really do check out the online stores that you usually visit for this hybrid, and really hope you find it at a decent price. It is just one of those orchids that simply is worth it. Next up, we have the Maxillaria rufensis. Now, this orchid seems to be quite an easy bloomer, very willing to bloom, unlike the Maxillaria tenuifolia that I have. And the fragrance is wonderful on this one. I can smell it right now. It's absolutely gorgeous. It really didn't receive the perfect care from my part in the sense that I managed to kind of damage the new growth, but I will try to give it better care because it is one of those orchids that is simply delightful and quite easy to keep if you are a little bit careful with it. So the Maxillaria rufensis, again in bloom for June. I'm expecting this one to be in bloom for a few months actually during the summertime. It seems to flower all through summer. Another nice surprise this month is the Oncidium Cherry Baby Tricolor, and this guy really doesn't have the most impressive bloom this year. He has been slightly forgotten last summer and he suffered quite a bit. I'll try to give you a close-up. But the funny thing is I can now compare the fragrance, the chocolate fragrance of this guy with the Encyclia cordillera. It is nothing alike. This guy really smells like milk chocolate or vanilla chocolate, to my nose at least. But the flowers are really pretty, and I really hope I can give this guy a better care than he received right now. But I'm really happy I get to see his bloom this year. Last year I was gone for 2 months and I could not catch his bloom. So this time we get to see him in bloom. Wonderful flower. I do like this variety a bit more than the sweet fragrance, although the sweet fragrance does seem to be a little more fragrant than this guy. Here he is, the beautiful Cherry Baby Tricolor. Another beautiful surprise is the pink Vanda that I purchased earlier this year in a pretty rough shape, and right now she's looking a million times better and she's just opening up her flowers. She is absolutely gorgeous. I love this color and I love the tessellation on the petals. Now at first I told you that this is the Vanda Pink Magic, which is a sort of a commercial name, but I did a little bit more digging and I think it could be a Pachara, the Pachara Delight number 2 or the pink variety. I'm not sure. I'm still digging, but in any case, you can find in the annotations on the screen right now the identification sheet and also the video presentation for this one, and I'll be sure to give you a correct identification for this one, hopefully. So it's a beautiful Vanda, very easy to keep actually. It's one of those Vandas who blooms throughout the year quite a lot of times. Not fragrant at all, but still beautiful. Another prolific bloomer is the Psychopsis mariposa. Now this is just such an easy orchid to keep. It always seems to be in bloom as well. It's just a joy to grow really. So expect him to be in bloom on and off throughout the summer. It just seems that in wintertime it really does not like the low temperatures and low light. Other than that, when spring comes and summer, He's always in bloom, he's beautiful, he's doing his thing, and this is just an orchid that I would recommend to anybody, no matter if you are a beginner or an expert. Okay, so this is what's in bloom for June 2015. I have a few more, but they're really on their way out. They're not in their prime anymore, and I didn't get to catch them on film. That's why I started to make the series. But as months progress, hopefully we'll have a nice series of what's in bloom. And for the new subscribers and new viewers, it will be a chance to see orchids that they might have not known existed. And if you absolutely like them, to get the identification and search for them and learn more about them, if they're fragrant, they're not fragrant, how fussy they are, and so on. So hopefully this will be helpful, not just show off some orchids, but also help the newcomers on my channel. And welcome to my channel if you're new. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So okay, if you liked this video, please like and share. If you want to see more videos from me, you can click the subscribe button right here and stay up to date. I post daily. You can also leave me questions and suggestions in the comment section below. If you click on the left side of your screen, you will be directed to orchidnature.com, where you can find identification sheets, care sheets, and forums. And on the right side of your screen, you can click to learn more about Vanda orchids. Okay, thank you for joining. I'll see you next time. Bye!